Okay, if you're watching this, you have been given an exclusive sneak peek behind the scenes from one of my good friends of Syndication Rockstar. And I've given them permission to share this with you today. Now, my name is Sean Donahoe. I'm the creator of Syndication Rockstar, and this plugin is launching on September 27th at 9 a.m. on the Warrior forums. Now, we've got some really cool stuff to share with you today because this plugin is literally an SEO game changer. Now, if you struggle with any type of traffic generation, if your rankings have been hit by all the Google updates, then you know what a nightmare link building and traffic building can be. Well, we designed this plugin with all of that in mind. We spent the last 6 months perfecting this, and with all the changes that happen in Penguin and Panda and all the other crazy stuff, we had absolutely no problems at all. We shot up in the rankings. Our traffic just went through the roof, and that was very, very powerful for us. Now, we've kind of perfected this to make it available to you, so I want to show you exactly what this does. Now, one of the biggest myths I've heard out there is that syndication doesn't work post-Panda. Well, here's the thing. We're doing this for backlinks. And one thing that Google did was they infiltrated a lot of the big blog networks, and then they de-indexed a lot of their sites. But the reason they did this is because the strategy works so well, and they couldn't detect it from the outside. They actually had to sign up as a member of these networks and then figure it out from the inside. Now, by creating your own private network with only one member, which is you can leverage all of that power for yourself. Google doesn't even get a look in. And we syndicate your stuff in a very clever way that is 100% unique. So what you end up with is literally a spiral of very high authority links. Let me show you on this, for example, just to kind of explain it diagrammatically. Now, this is my chalkboard of doom. So you have your money site, and then you have your authority post. And we'll just call this, put a check marks to say this is authority. Then what happens is we syndicate this out. We spin it, and we do a very powerful thing called paragraph spinning. And these go to high-end Web 2.0 properties. Now, here's the cool thing, and this is an optional thing. We also grab the RSS feeds from these and then pump them into other sites. For example, drip feed blasts or Backlinks indexer if you have an account with those. And that helps these get indexed. But all of these pass up PageRank and authority links back to your main article. This then shoots up in ranking, gets you more customers, and off you go to the races. Now, we support lots of these types of sites, but we also allow you to create a massive, massive network, if you wanted to, of blog sites. Now, these could be your own self-hosted WordPress. You could have tens, you could have hundreds. Heck, you could even have thousands. And I have clients who have thousands of sites. And you can post to these. You could have self-hosted ones, or you could create your own network of, say, Blogger accounts or LiveJournal accounts. And you can post to these via a thing called XML RPC. I'm not going to go all geeky here, but that's kind of the language of syndication, or via email if you want to. All of these other ones, we support many, many different main accounts. We use their APIs for this. So we post directly to these, but you can also add lots of other things as well. So that's kind of just everything in a nutshell. And this happens either manually, where you approve everything before it goes out, or you can just flick a switch and let it run every time you post 100% automatically. Either way, you are in control, and that's the main thing here. So let me show you this in detail. Now, we've added lots of other little features in here. There's lots of nuances, but I've only got a short time with you today to show you the demo. So let me jump in here. Now, say, for example, I wanted to add a post. So I'm going to add a post right now, and you can see I've got lots of destination sites up here, parts of our network. So I'm just going to click up here and add new post. Now, let me just grab my notepad here because I wrote just a very quick thing right here. And I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to copy and paste. Literally, I just wrote a very, very quick thing. Actually, I grabbed it from somewhere. Whoops, don't want to paste it in there. Put it in here. So very, very short. And actually, I'm just going to take that out and just leave it with a couple of paragraphs like that. In fact, let me just double it up as if it's a longer article. And then you'll see a new thing over here. Now, I can syndicate this, say, and then if I want to, I can just let it run. And then I have a third option, which is called spin each syndicated post. Now, what this means is if I just left it with auto post, it would spin it once, do what's called a paragraph shift, and basically that restructures it so it has a completely different footprint. It makes it almost, the spinning almost undetectable, okay? But that would just send out one copy to all networks. If you then click this, it will send a unique version out to each and every site, which means all across your entire network, you get a 100% unique article. So let's actually not do that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the manual approval process so you can check it, because I like to have everything top quality. So it takes just a few seconds, it saves that post, and then it comes over here, and then you come to the spin and syndicate page. Now, this checks everything out, and I'm going to split up a couple of things here because I want to make sure this is as I want it. Because I like, one thing that I always do is I like to keep my paragraphs very, very short. That way it just makes it a little more readable. So I'm just double checking this, and I'll do that just like that. Okay. And I'm also going to do that there. That way we have like 5 demo paragraphs, okay? Now, we support 2 different spinning systems, the Best Spinner and Spinner Chief, and we can set up our anchor text as we want. I like to randomize anchor text, especially post-Penguin. It's a great tip for you. So you can change this up. In this case, for example, I might talk about, because the article, unsecured, can't even type, credit. Now you can add multiple tags separated by a comma, and it will pick one at random. So it's a great way to randomize everything. But I'm just going to use one for now, just for this demo. And then we enable auto spinning and paragraph spinning. You can turn these on and off depending on what you want to do, but I leave them both on. And then what we'll do is, you'll see down here, we can post to all these accounts. And then I could just submit post. I'm not going to, because I want to spin it first. If I just hit submit post there, it would take this one and off it would go. But let's have a look at the actual spinning. So it takes just a few seconds to actually go and communicate with Spinner Chief and get the spun versions. And you can see it here. You got this, and you can see it's spun everything. We got the spin text right there. And we'll get rid of these extra spaces. Spinner Chief did that. That's great.